I'm from the beast of the belly. I'm from the beast of the belly. Got all this bread like the deli. Yeah, really ain't shit you can tell me. No, bitch like Tommy or Belly. Mama bitch, her name is Keisha. My son bitch, her name Kiana. Hang with the killers and robbers. Pull on my dick and she swallow. Mama bitch, her name is Keisha. My son bitch, her name Kiana.
All right, team. This is going to be a little sensitive topic here. In this video, I want to talk about celebrating deaths and why I think it's not really a cool thing to do. Now, in some circumstances, I do get why people celebrate deaths. I mean, for horrible people, they think they should die. You know, they think death is something that's gonna solve everything. And I personally disagree. I mean, at the end of the day, the person's still horrible. I just believe jail is a better solution than death. I mean, me as a person, I just don't like to celebrate a person's death. You know, it's just, it's evil-minded, it's evil-spirited. I just don't like to think like that. One thing, you gotta think about families, man. Like, that's my number one thing. Say this person was horrible. No question. This person was horrible. At the end of the day, this man does have a family. Like, this person does have family, like a family. And I know this horrible person's family would be like just bawling their eyes out and stuff, you know? Because at the end of the day, that's family is still gonna love that person no matter what. Like, for example, if I ever had a child or someone in my family did something horrible, that's my family, you know? I don't want to just sit there and just celebrate that person's death or watch someone celebrate that person's death, because at one point this person was close to me. That is my bloodline. Like, I just feel like that kind of mindset is kind of evil, you know, in my honest opinion. Now look, I understand why, like I said, I understand why people do have that mindset. And I know it's not intentionally an evil mindset, because at the end of the day, you just want this nasty person to go. You know, you want this criminal or somebody to just go. Like, for example, Too Mad. I used to really fuck with Too Mad. I put my cousin on the Too Mad. He was a really funny dude. But when all those allegations was being thrown around, there was a point, I guess he killed himself, right? He killed himself from overdose. And I just saw nothing but R.I.P. Bozo, rest in peace. And I'm just like, yo, this is not cool at all. Like, this isn't cool at all. Like, I get not mourning this person's death, but I just feel like celebrating it is just disgusting. Like, you're wanting another human being to die for your own satisfaction. And it just doesn't sit right with me. Now, by any means am I defending Too Mad or anything like that. It's just, I just can't sit here and blow kazoos all day, throwing confetti all around because a person died. That's just crazy. You know, like, and like I said, like, Too Mad has a family, you know? He has a mom, he has a dad, and if that mom was caring enough that mom would love him more than anything, no matter what. Imagine that person's mother seeing all these people just celebrating his death. That's crazy, you know? That's what I'd be thinking about a lot. Just, regardless of how horrible that person does have a family that loves them no matter what. And I'm pretty sure that person's family does not want to see all these people just celebrating their death. I get not mourning it. Absolutely, by all means, don't mourn this person's death because that person is horrible, but don't celebrate it because at the end, you're just as bad. You're just as bad. In my honor, like, you're just as bad just celebrating a person's death. A death should not be celebrated at all. It just shouldn't. I feel like a better solution for horrible people should just be solitary confinement. You know, they should just spend a good amount of time in jail, because at least they can sit with their thoughts, the horrible things they did, and possibly make a change. Now, granted, it'd probably be too late because they'd be in prison for a really long time, to a point they ought as well be dead. But hopefully they can sit there with their thoughts and learn instead of just die, you know. I feel like death, it doesn't solve nothing. Like, death doesn't solve nothing for anything, you know. Now, granted, if I ever came across a horrible person and they put me or someone close to me in danger, yeah, I'd kill them. That's just me, you know. I wouldn't want harm being put onto, like, let's say for someone like my sister or anybody. Like, if I came across a cupcake man, we're gonna call it, then yeah, I'd kill him. But I'm not gonna celebrate that person's death. I'm not gonna walk around like clapping around, dancing around this person's dead body. Like, no, I'm gonna probably be traumatized like shit that I just killed a person, you know. Yeah, it's just, I can't celebrate things like that. It's just, it puts a gross taste in my mouth just seeing people do that. It's so weird. It's like you're also hiding some ill intention. Like, you're also hiding some ill will in your heart if you celebrate a person's death. That's crazy. I understand. Like I said, I understand not being sad over it, you know. It'd be like, damn, this person's dead. Time to move on. Like, not giving a fuck, but celebrating it. It's just crazy to celebrate it because it shows that you care to some degree that you have to celebrate a person's death. I know if the Mr. Fat Cupcake Man was to die, I'd see nothing but R.I.P. Bozos and rest in peace. And granted, that nasty nigga needs help. I don't even think there's no help for him because he's done this multiple times. So it's like, is there really any help or hope for this man? I feel like that man should be in prison for life, in my honest opinion. Because at least he gets to sit there with his thoughts and realize, okay, I'm a gross ass person. I'm disgusting. And I know it's too late for me, but at least I can change with my last moments, you know? Like I said, not defending those horrible people. Not defending it. But again, just celebrating a person's death is just, it's gross, man. It's gross. Why wish death upon somebody, you know? Because not only is it hurting, it's hurting families. It's hurting families, you know? That shit hurts families. A person's death hurts families, hurts a lot of people, regardless of who that person is. It hurts families. And families shouldn't have their mourning be made fun of or celebrated, you know? Because essentially that's what that is. You are celebrating a person's mourning and grieving. I just don't think people should do that. And to be honest, I blame nothing but the media on that shit, on such a corrupted mindset. Like, social media has corrupted minds so bad. But I can have in fact, I'll make a video about social media one day, because that's going to come too, on why I hate social media so much. But I blame social media for that kind of mindset that people have, that celebrating deaths is cool. Like, I also hate the fact that if you are against celebrating death, like, let's say a mass murderer died, right? A serial killer. Okay, if you're not celebrating that death, you are defending a serial killer. And I'm just like, no, that's not what it is. I just don't believe in celebrating a person's death, because I don't have that sick mindset. I just hate how they just throw that label around, like, oh, you're this person because you're defending that person. Like, no, I'm just not trying to celebrate a person's death, That's just good. I just think that's just not cool to do. Now, I ain't gonna mourn that person's death. Not gonna sit here and boo and cry and grieve, because for one, I don't know that person, and two, he's horrible. That person's horrible. So, and like I said, I do get why people celebrate deaths. I do get it. Like, I get it. If that person was horrible and that person died, it's like, okay, at least they don't have a chance of harming more people as they are still living. I get that. Don't get me wrong. I get that. But I just don't believe in, like, celebrating it, I just feel like that's just a sick mindset to have. Now, a death penalty, I do think that should be favored more, especially on some people like the Cupcake Man, where they're not gonna learn at all, and they're gonna probably just still keep praying and do awful things. At that point, then yeah, I can get around that. If I'm still not gonna celebrate it, I'm just gonna be like, damn, okay, let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's just so weird to celebrate a person's death. I think I've said that so many times already. I just kept repeating myself. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's not really much to it, except for just thinking it's gross to celebrate a person's death. I think it's gross to celebrate a person's death. I do. And as a religious person, as a person that's big on forgiveness on certain areas and second chances and change, I just don't think death is up. As a huge religious person, Christian, I just think it's not God's taste to wish death or celebrate a person's death on, like, it's just not in good taste for me. If it is for you, then it is for you. I just think that kind of mindset is gross. It's just demonic. It's evil. I don't believe in that. I know. But like I said, by any means or shape, by no means, shape, or form am I defending the wrong people. I'm not. That is something I'm super adamant about. I'm not defending those people. I just don't think celebrating a person's death or wishing death upon those people is a very tasteful thing to do. I feel like jail, solitary confinement is the more appropriate option for some people. Now, in many cases, I do understand why you think they do deserve the death penalty. I do understand that because sometimes jail does not work and it does not change those minds. I get it. But at least I feel like a lifetime in prison, they can't hurt nobody. And they also got to sit there with their thoughts in a jail cell. You know, they're going to change somehow. If nothing is crazy, then that person is truly just disgusting. Now, I think this concludes this video. Yeah, it's a sensitive topic I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for the sensitive topics. There's going to be a lot more of these, like deep talks. And if you have an opinion on something and you disagree with what I'm saying, feel free to explain your thoughts, you know. I'm not going to disagree with you or anything. It's not like you're wrong. Everybody has their own opinion, and I hope you see what I view as an opinion. I'll see y'all niggas later.
Put that on my last name. It's a different type of rules that we obey. Yeah, season, nigga, we obey. We was all born to die, nigga, DOA. Niggas say they hero, I don't see no cape, I don't